Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get started. Now, one of the things that has come through for me very strongly this week was that we have not done enough of our deep meditations, the light activation meditations. So these meditations, we were doing a couple in the beginning, but these ones, I'm kind of being guided to take it even deeper right now, that this is what we need. The light activation meditations are basically, we do all this mind flow work, all this mindset work and awareness and growth. And we just came through that last set of modules of, the being a soulfully aligned entrepreneur and all of the kind of energy levels of that, being aware of it, and then the left brain stuff of it too. And now it's like, okay, you need to guide them into receiving these light codes, allowing it to integrate into your body. This is how we move forward quicker. And this is kind of the beautiful part of being here in the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic, is about, working at that energetic level, the quantum level. So now we're going to bring through this light to kind of realign all your mollies so that all your molecules, so that you are integrating this at a deeper level, and also cleansing out. So all the work we've been doing with, being aware of our old patterns or limiting beliefs, now it's like, okay, let's do this. Let's receive at a deep energetic level. So the nice thing is you don't have to do anything. You just need to listen and be open to receive, knowing that you are cleansing out the residual of old and opening up and allowing space to come in for the new. And our mind truly needs to stay out of it and just let it come through and process at these quantum energetic levels within our cells, within all the layers of our energy field. So I'm going to walk you guys through this. Not even positive what's coming through for us, but those make the best meditations. We just allow spirit to come in and work with us. So I'm going to share my screen because I do have some background music I can put on for you guys. Here somewhere. There it is. Let me just...
What's up? This is Russell.
No, we don't want great. Him.
I'm actually here inside the kitchen at ClickFunnels headquarters because I want to show you guys the wall.
All right. How's that sound for you guys? Thumbs up? Awesome. Yeah, so you're welcome to just turn your camera off if you want. You could lay down, you could sit up. You will be safe. I will guide you through this, and whatever feels right for you, just settle into that space. I'm just going to call in some blessings here with some sweetgrass as you get comfortable. Just lay down or sit in a comfortable place and take in some nice, long, deep breaths. Bringing yourself into your inner space. Letting go of everything in this world. letting go of the to-do list, which seems to grow every day, letting go of even knowing there's an outer world there. You are just coming in and sinking into your soul space. Breathing in, releasing tension, letting go through your out breath. Connecting to your heart, to the light within you. And coming back to your normal breathing pattern. And just leaning back into that space of stillness, into the quiet, into your peace and calm that is within you. So calling that forward. And in your mind's eye, it's like imagining throwing a pebble into the water, into a pond, in the center of a pond, and then watching those ripples move out and watching the ripples slow down, settle out, relaxing into this space, relaxing the muscles in your face and in your head and your scalp, relaxing your neck and shoulders, your arms and your hands, and feeling that soothing relaxation flow down your spine, down the core of your body, relaxing your rib cage, your stomach muscles, your lower back and your hips, moving down like a beautiful gold, light, liquid gold, down through your legs, and down through your feet, and see that liquid gold light carry down, connecting you deep to the core of Mother Earth. And she's been waiting for you. And feel that connection with her, feeling your heart connecting to her heart, even imagining being embraced in her arms, your hearts touching, and feeling that beautiful slowed down rhythm of her heartbeat, syncing yours with hers. And she's letting you know that you're safe, that she is here to give to you, to nurture, to protect you while you do this work. While you lean back and let go to receive, she will be here too. Like she's holding you in her arms. Bring that up. That beautiful, warm, unconditional support up into your body, into your heart. And as we open our heart even more and move upwards into the light, we now call on our guides and angels and healers of the most highest truth, love, to come through to circle up, and we are being circled by thousands of light guides, angels, healers, ascended masters, teachers. They're all here circling up around you and around us. And we call on the guides and angels of the highest love, compassion, and truth, who can most serve at this time to help bring through the light, the codes, the clearing light first. So first comes through a beautiful white light, a waterfall of crystalline white light, pouring down from the most highest frequencies, from the center of the universe of light, the heart of the universe, pouring down into your body, allowing this light to flow in as it moves through your highest chakras, through the top of your head, down through the core of your being. It is aligning each chakra first, aligning it up with the heart of the universe and the heart of Mother Earth, sinking you into alignment, letting it flow down, and also flowing all around you into your layers of your energy, your spiritual light, your etheric light bodies. See all layers of your light bodies receiving this beautiful waterfall of light, letting go of old, residual, heavy energies, allowing it to be released into the earth. Let it go down deep into Mother Earth, where she will cleanse it and transform it back into light. See yourself standing in this white light, cloaked in white clothing, bare feet on the earth. We are going to call in your guide of your life purpose to come and join you as you stand in this flow of white light. This guide that has always been here for you, this life purpose guide, this one who is there gently guiding you through life, gently holding you. And allow this guide to be here. Imagine yourself in nature and your life purpose guide steps forward. Perhaps you sit on a bench or in some chairs. As this guide is here to support you, to hold space for you. To bring through clarity for you also, as these light codes begin to come through. New light codes, rainbow colored light codes are pouring in And you just have to receive. So don't try to do anything, just lean back and allow these light codes to come through. Allow them to do their work. You don't even need to be conscious of the work, just in reverence, receiving. See them coming through, sparkling and doing their magic in every cell of your body, within your light field. Like you were receiving a spa treatment of light codes. Let it just come through, pouring in wave after wave. Of higher light frequencies that are here to help you elevate your frequency, taking leaps forward, letting go of the heavy muck of the world, letting go of all of that, and just feeling that quantum leaping forward with these light codes coming through. Let them come down, perhaps in waves, perhaps in spiraling around you and through you, anchoring you deeper into the earth, anchoring these light codes down deep into Mother Earth. They're not going to come and go. Once they are here for you. Breathe it in. New waves, new surges of energy coming through. Just feel your heart open. Imagine allowing these light frequencies to come in that can just take you like an elevator to the next level of your life, letting go of all of that old and moving forward, shaking it off. Now bringing your awareness back to your bench or your seat with your life purpose guide beside you, bringing your awareness to this guide as this guide opens up the sky in front of you, or even like a movie screen in front of you, and allowing them to show you your next step, asking for you. Is there something I need to do to release, to allow myself to step forward into my life purpose? And they are reminding you that the day you were born, when you came into this world, straight from the womb, this beautiful little baby, pure, naked, into the light of this world, you came for you. You came for you, not to please everyone else, not to bend your life to serve others, but to stand in your light, to live this life for you, for your soul, for your growth, for your elevation, And in doing that, you serve the world. In doing that, you serve others without ever trying or bending to others' wills. You stand in your light. And so we ask our soul purpose guide to help us remember who that is, who we are. Help us let go of expectations that we have placed on ourselves, that perhaps we've allowed others to place on us. And remember, this is for us. And to also see the beauty of our life, the loved ones around us that are supporting us in their own unique ways, the gifts we've been given, the beautiful creations we have co-created. Allow this to wash through you. Allow this, along with the light, your soul purpose guide, and Mother Earth, to help you feel safe for your light, for your radiance to reach out. You are here for a reason, and probably more than one purpose, and that's okay. But to bring you back into the center of your heart, into the center of your life, into the center of this opportunity of life. And to remember that you are more soul light. You are more of an infinite energetic being. You are not this human body. You are within it, within this vessel. And when you are within this vessel, love radiates out from every cell of this vessel. And love guides you. And love helps you remember to be in abundance. Abundance of love, abundance of light. And move through your life from this alignment. So just take a minute here with your soul purpose guide to commune, to ask any questions, to ask for the next steps, for asking for clarity or guidance to come through to you here and now, or in the next couple of days or weeks. Allow yourself to elevate up into these higher frequencies. Your guide is asking you for a minute here, imagine elevating up out of that physical body perspective. Move up as if your soul is moving up through the top of your head. Just up a little ways, not far. And look down on your life. Look down from this higher perspective. think, where can I most serve for me and for the loved ones around me? And just observe from this higher perspective. Perhaps observe your loved ones as they move around in the world, and the other people around you in your community. Observe from this perspective. And then take a minute and look straight out around you from this heightened view and see all the guides and angels that are there, that are helping, that are supporting, that are watching, that are hovering over all these people around you, as well as your own teams. And then come back down, coming back down, anchoring into your heart, anchoring into Mother Earth. Feeling yourself back in your chair, in your seat with your soul purpose guide, turning to them and thanking them with all your heart for the guidance they have given you since the day you were born, and that they will stay with you until you transition out of this life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as these light code waves begin to recede, feel yourself standing in your body, in your column of light. Feel yourself cleansed and refreshed. Continue to feel that you're connected above and below as you feel more and more back into this physical space. You can begin to wiggle your body. Feel your feet. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Taking deep breaths as you slowly come back. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Come on back. Ah, all right. Welcome, Jen. Hello. I'm not sure when you came in. Oh, you're muted.
I keep doing that where I'm just talking to my garage. I caught maybe the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I'll catch it on the replay.
Definitely, for sure, do that because that was important. All right, you guys, how are you feeling? Did I lose everything? Did you fall asleep? You guys can unmute if you want. We can chat together. Okay. Anybody want to share anything or feedback?
I'm going to share because I'm awake.
Good.
Sorry, guys, I had to go there. I'm actually in the car now, but my first 25 minutes of that was like absolutely amazing. It was like, oh, I'm gonna get back to the house after I drop off this little guy, and then I'm gonna do this again because this last 5 minutes was like, okay, throwing stuff in the car, and it's like, yeah, okay, and then it's like, okay, wake yourself up now. Well, I'm awake, but it was like I love that part about in bringing back your spirit guide for your purpose
Mm,
and your soulful purpose. So that's one of the things I don't know if it's a struggle or if it's just something that I'm going through right now, is really finding my true soulful purpose. So that's kind of what happened with me with that little bit there.
nice. Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. That's awesome. Yes, please be awake while you're driving. hmm Lane, were you going to say something? Oh, we can't hear you, Lane. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, my sound's not great today. My husband had my laptop, so I think he must have changed something on it. So when he gets home, I'll get him to play with it. But I was just saying that it felt really nice, really cleansing.
Good.
But
Awesome. All right. Okay, so go ahead, Mike, if you have something.
Yeah, that was really nice. Mine was really similar to what I channeled this morning, like the visual and everything, which was like unfurling wings and letting them open, but also embracing everything that's coming in at the same time. And then one of the things that came through that I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that, is the by Sadhguru, and it's like a mantra that it is something like, I am not the body, I am not even the mind. So when you inhale, it's I am not the body, and as you exhale, I am not even the mind.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting that came through. So
Yes, I have that mantra. Actually, Gabby Bernstein gave it to us. It was something to say before Kundalini yoga. I'm not this body. I'm not this woman. I am not this man. Something to that effect. So I don't know if it's the same one, but
Sadhguru on his or not his website, on the app, you do it for like 42 days and like so many minutes, and I've always just done it with my mantra necklace or my mala beads. So
yeah, awesome. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so I just really felt like it was like almost like the universe is like, Janice, you're not doing this with them, and you need to do more of this with them. Because it is the missing piece for all of the work we do, like all of the awareness, all of that mind flow work, letting go of patterns and repeated, past life stuff, old narratives that are ancestral, that are not ours, that are ours. Like just all of this stuff is shifting and changing. And when we look out at the world, that old narratives are falling apart. So the encouragement was to look at the world, look at what's going on, what's falling apart right now, like all the structures that are falling apart, the women, not having equal pay or equal rights, and all of the other minorities not having that, and the institutions, the educational institutions falling, like all of this is crumbling. That's in the macro. So in the micro, what's going on within us too? what shifts and changes. Because as we move into 2024, this is a channel message I'm going to send out on my email, but it's like, this is coming. On the horizon of 2023 is 2024. The sun is rising, and it is like, we are rising. So it's time to let go of all that old stuff. So if you're in patterns within your life that is actually holding on to some of these old narratives, it's going to crumble through. So be ready for the ride, and be open to the new, like removing an old holy sweater and getting something fresh and new in your wardrobe, right? It's time. So that message, yeah, that's come through very clear. And so the part that is missing for all of us is to actually do this deep energy, anchoring it in, allowing it to do its work with our molecules, with our cells, with, within our energy field, to help us like quantum leap forward in our life. So if we don't do the energy work at the quantum level, it's going to just be a little more sluggish moving forward. It's going to take us a little longer, and we want to leap forward and out of, it's like, I keep seeing this, like jumping out of the mud puddle up into the clear, clean platform, right? Like, it's just, let's go. Okay. So, the module here is really nothing to do with this. Well, it is and it isn't. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love that. I love amethyst and I love lavender. So I was really drawn to that image. But anyways, in here, I put in here some really great information I found on, and I'm sorry I didn't source it, because when I went back, I had saved what I had read, and then the teacher in me is saying, seriously, Janice, I didn't write the source down, and then I couldn't find it again. So it was like, oh, okay. But so do your own research too. But in here was a whole pile of information about different herbs that you can use for energy work, for cleansing, for healing. Now, and even the witchy part of us comes out in some of this to ward off like negative stuff, or if you feel pulled to that, then enjoy that information. But the plant spirit kingdom was something that I had in my shamanic training. We had spent a great amount of time on herbs and plants, and we planted medicine wheel gardens with the sacred plants, the three sisters, the sage, all of the beautiful plants and herbs that have been used through generations. And our ancestors, like, they knew this stuff. They knew it because they communed in nature and they communed with the plant spirits. And we just don't do that anymore. We don't, like, there's so much going on around us that connecting to those energies of the plants just doesn't even occur to us most days, right? So we spent a whole day out in nature and learning about different herbs, and then having a lunch that was just with all of the herbs that we collected, and learning how to sit and commune with a particular plant. And it's really no different than what we do when we learn how to channel for each other. We sit and we call that plant in, and just at an energetic level in deep meditation, have a conversation with the plant, feel the energy of the plant, get a sense of the healing properties, and then trust that. And as you do this more and more, and if this is, part of your gift, it will be, they will open up to you. But the plant spirit realm is very, very subtle and elusive, and it takes a lot of time and commitment of communing with these plants to get the spirits to open up to you. Perhaps, you know what? Perhaps not for some. I just think for most of us, right? And the same thing with the crystals, right? The crystals of the earth. Rocks and plants all hold energy. We know that from like leaning up against trees. We know the trees have energy, but so does every little plant in the world. And there's a whole kingdom there of energies that are doing their work. They're doing their jobs, and we're carrying on in our world, not even paying attention to them. So this is about, just being open to them. And it's easier to do this, of course, in the spring and summer, but you can do it with your own plants in your house. One of my friends here, locally, she actually received, what was it? It was this, you connect it to the plant. It's like an energy amplifier, and you turn it on and it plays the sound of the plant. I don't know if anybody's heard of that before. Very cool to listen to the different sound frequencies that come from the different plants. They're all unique and individual, right? And rocks are a very slow moving energy. Rocks have been around and seen generations of people, and generations, like thousands of generations of people. The rocks have been here forever. It's not like we're getting more rocks on the earth, right? Like it's part of the earth. They've been here, and it's very slow moving energy. It's very wise energy. And so one of the things that I put in here that I have recently got a book that I quite am loving, Crystals and Sacred Sites. I actually have it here. I think I told you guys about this before. Did I tell you guys about this? Crystals and Sacred Sites. It's an older book. It's not new, by Judy Hall. And she really has kind of opened my eyes a bit more to the rocks and crystals of the earth. So she talks about the rocks and crystals create the energy vortexes, and people, our old ancestors, were drawn to those places as sacred sites. Like they knew this, they felt it. And to consider, what rocks are in your area where your house is built, right? What rocks are used within your home, and how could that be influencing your energy? So if beautiful rocks and crystals at sacred sites drew people in and they felt that power there, as opposed to, another site a mile down the road didn't do that, what influence does the energy of the rocks around us where we live have on us, right? And it's like, oh, how do I find this out? I guess there's probably geology sites. I don't know, but it fascinates me. And when you have, like I have a beautiful rock from Sedona, and that this energy connects me to the energy of Sedona, no matter where I am in the world. And also that the energy of the rock of Sedona that I have in my hand connects to all the rocks of Sedona, right? The energy of the amethyst connects to all the amethysts of the world. So it's like one energy. It's like when you connect to the tree, a specific tree, you're connecting to the energy of all the trees of that species in the world. Or when you connect to wolf, you're connecting to the energy of wolf, which is all the wolves of the world. So that just awareness of all of that, I think, is really important, because this energy work that we're doing, this soulful journey we're doing, we have to remember that it's these realms are very subtle. Energy is very subtle. And when we don't slow down and become more aware of it, or take time, periods of time in our life to commune with reverence and respect, then it just, we just carry on in this physical world, and we're not getting into the deeper layers of our soul, of the energetic fields. So it's just a little reminder for us to open and connect to that. And I would love if anybody has anything to share about, because rocks and crystals are the information is so incredibly immense that we could gain a lot from each other in conversation. So if you got anything coming through, please jump in and share it with us. You guys are quiet.
I have a couple crystal books that I got from a couple in New Mexico that they channel messages from the crystals. And let me find one real quick. It's called Stones Alive. But it breaks down like the etheric body alignment, affirmation support, emotional integration, physical integration.
Ooh, cool.
So they have 3 different books that they've written or channeled, I guess. And then they have different combinations, like in honoring white buffalo, and then it will say like what crystals to bring in for that and how to use it as a tool.
And what's the name of that again, Micah?
Stones Alive.
Stones Alive.
Yeah.
By
it's Marilyn and Thomas Twin Trees.
okay.
And
you.
I've not met Thomas in person. I've met Marilyn in person, and she's like the sweetest, happy little hippie ever. Like, you buy things from her and she's like, 1,000,000 times more abundance to you. Like every single person that she sells, like that's her thing, and she just is. It's interesting. Yeah.
That's great. Which actually reminds me too, when you're using crystals, and like this is my channeling crystal that I hold in every call. So assigning kind of a role to your crystals. I have healing crystal, like specific healing quartz crystals. You could have a meditation crystal. You could have a channeling crystal. You could, you infuse them with your intention and they will work with you in that. And also remembering to cleanse your crystals regularly and re-infuse them. I have quite a few that are just kind of been sitting on my windowsill for months, and it's like, yeah, I haven't really even acknowledged them. So just doing that, and then placing them around your home. Like, I don't know if you can do some research to find out what kind of rocks are around you, and then choose crystals that will help elevate frequencies and energies in your space would be really good too. I did put a couple, and plants and herbs the same way, right? Like placing them on your altar, right? And like when you create, you create like a solstice altar, be sure to bring in some plants like, I don't know, pine and pine cones and stuff, to maybe some lavender for healing, whatever it is that you want, your intention as you create these spaces in your home. There was so many years where I kept everything just kind of in one little corner of my home because, everybody thought I was weird. and so, but now it's like when we moved into this house, I'm like, I'm claiming this house and I am spreading my sacred objects out into my space because this is who I am. Right. And Don is like, yeah, whatever. He doesn't even worry about decorating. So I'm like, okay. So I have stuff all over my living room that is, when I sit in my living room and I look around, it's like, oh yeah, it feels more mine than ever. So spread your crystals out. Create altar spaces. Yes. Oh, you're muted. There
I
we go.
just pressed the button and it didn't unmute. I'm having a hard time being heard today. I just moved into this new house, and it's funny because I have claimed this house as mine, like I have not other houses. Same thing where I sort of hid all my stuff. And I put a huge piece of black tourmaline by the front door. And my husband's like, wow, like he's drawn to it. It's been laying around in our bedroom for 4 years. And now it's by the front door. And all of a sudden he's like, oh my God, that's such a beautiful stone. So it's like he recognized the energy of it. Maybe it's activated and doing what it's supposed to do to protect the energy coming in the house now that it's where it's supposed to be. And for stones, I was looking for them. I'm sorry. What's that?
I have a little piece right here.
Yeah. When I got divorced, I carried one around in my pocket for the first 6 months. And every day, by the end of the day, it was pulverized into like powder. It was the weirdest thing. It wasn't weird. It was perfectly obvious why what was happening, but it was like, oh my God, visual evidence of what is happening. That's what was weird, quote unquote. But I have these little volcanic rocks that here I was thinking I was all organized in my studio and I can't find them, but they are my meditation stones and I love them. They're dense more than they are heavy, but everybody who I've lent them out literally to help some of my clients learn to meditate better and just to get in their bodies better for that meditation. Because my experience is that people, when they try to start meditating, they are instantly like in their head, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be quiet. It's supposed to be quiet, rather than get in their bodies. And these stones are amazing. And if I can find them, I'll share it with you, Janice, and maybe you can post it. I can't remember what they're called and I can't find them. So that must be what I'm supposed to do. Find that stuff.
Right. Well, when you think about that volcanic rock, that's coming from deep within the earth, projected out from the fires of the earth. So how grounding would that be, right? Getting into your body, that would be amazing.
I'll
Thank
see
you.
if I can find them. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Anybody else have anything to share around rocks and crystals and your plants and herbs? And if it comes to, go ahead, I'll just say this first, Micah, but you can go. If it comes to you after, put it in our group, the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic Facebook group. More so, yeah, put it in there because that's our private group. And then we can refer back to it again too. If you have any books. Oh,
they're called shaman stones. They look like
I have one of those. Yeah. Moki balls.
Moki, thank you. That's the word. Moki balls. So having one in each hand is really powerful for not only when you're meditating, but when you put it in your hand and having an emotional experience, can help you get through the emotional experience rather than like whoop, disassociation or avoiding the ugly of that. So there you go.
Thank you. Yes, I got a Moki ball. It must be in one of my other shelves from my shamanic teacher. She gave us each one. Interesting. I didn't really connect to it before, so thank you. Go ahead, Micah.
Well, and typically, I wasn't going to say this, but since we're on the subject, typically Moki balls come in pairs, and one is masculine and one is feminine. So the more round ones are feminine and the more flat ones are masculine.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I have a round one. And they're like iron. They're heavy like iron, and I guess they used to play games with them too.
Yeah. Plant wise, my grandma always had raspberries, and she had got them from her mom and from her grandmother, who was a midwife. And I didn't know this until shortly before my grandma passed away, but I was like, raspberry leaves keep coming up, like they're good for like digestion and hormone balance and like all these things. And it's like, okay, well, these, everybody in the family just thinks like, oh, they're just raspberries, they're grandma's raspberries, that's her thing. It's like, no, there's a whole like another level to that. But you know, they're all like, oh, I just thought they were heirloom raspberries. Like, well, they are, but there's a whole lot of medicine in them from all of them, you know. And then crystal wise, I don't know why this randomly came up, but and it's been quite a long time ago, I had a garnet pendant that I had bought from a crystal shop in Boise, which is a couple hours from me. And I had seen two friends on one day, and both of them just like completely unloaded. I was like, whoa, okay. Wow, thank you for the overshare. That was a lot. And later that night, I noticed that the garnet had cracked. It had 2 cracks in it. And so I took it back to the crystal shop and I was like, hey, is it weird that this cracked? Like, I thought garnets were supposed to be pretty sturdy and hardy and stuff. And she was like, did you have anything happen the day that it cracked? And I'm like, I don't think so, not really. And she's like, did you have somebody around you with intense emotions and whatever? And I was like, oh yeah, yep, for sure. And she goes, the crystal took the hit for you so that you didn't take that on. I was like, oh my God, well now I just feel terrible. But that crystal I ended up taking to Mount Shasta, and they have the head gates of the Sacramento there. And you're probably really not supposed to, but like I offered the crystal to the headwaters to be healed and cleansed itself. So who knows? Maybe somebody else will find it, and maybe not. I don't know.
I had a crystal break in half on me too, like one that I was wearing. I can't remember what kind it was. It was like a quartz crystal, but it had rainbow colors in it. Can't remember what kind it was, but yeah, that's all. Like, that's amazing. Oh, cool. Well, just yeah, take another look at your crystals and your herbs around you, and maybe bring in the herbs that you need through the winter too. Like, I know where Jen is, it's nice there. But we're in the cold snow, and bring those herbs in. And I have rosemary that I have kept alive. I bought it from the grocery store. They came in like a bundle with earth still attached to the bottom to be used for like Thanksgiving turkey, right? Rosemary and turkey. And I decided to plant it because I wanted to keep it alive for Christmas. Well, like 2 years later, I still have this rosemary plant growing. So it's kind of cool. I love rosemary. I love the smell of it. So all right. Well, that's all I have to share today. Like I said, our shamanic painting session will be just a gather together and paint. Like, there's nothing new we're starting. We can finish our old paintings. We can work on whatever we want, but we're just going to gather together and enjoy that time, that winter solstice energy at that time, and allow ourselves to continue to process. You will actually, this integration we did today, you may feel it continually especially over the next 24 to 48 hours, but know that it is doing its work, whether you're conscious of it or not. And I do intend next Thursday on the 14th, we meet on the 14th for the Creative Mystic module number 5. I am crystalline light. But I am having a free Zoom to do one of these meditations again for open public as I promote this program for January. So come and join if you want some more of it. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your day. Reach out if you have any questions or thoughts. And yeah, I love you guys. You're amazing.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, thank you.
You're so welcome.